Welcome to the Bobcat Forestry Cutter Maintenance Training video. Maintaining the forestry cutter attachment properly and safely is the primary focus of this video. Listen closely to the instructions provided by this video. Knowledge is one of the key ingredients in developing safe and proper work practices. During the next few minutes, you will learn some basic instructions associated with proper operation and maintenance of the forestry cutter attachment. Use the forestry cutter attachment only with approved loaders. Additional instructions for operation and maintenance of the loader are provided in the Loader Operation and Maintenance Manual. This video is not the only source for Bobcat forestry cutter instructions. Always refer to the loader and forestry cutter attachment operation and maintenance manuals as your primary source for operation and maintenance instructions. The forestry cutter manual is stored on the attachment and can be easily accessed for more instructions. The Bobcat forestry cutter attachment is designed for operators of Bobcat loaders to clear trees, process yard wastes, do clean-up work at construction sites, and for volume reduction at transfer stations and landfills. This attachment is only approved for use with certain types of Bobcat large-frame skid steer loaders and compact track loaders equipped with a special engine cooling package. These loaders also require the installation of the Forestry Applications Kit to provide additional protection for the operator and machine from falling objects and flying debris not uncommon with the use of the attachment. The Forestry Applications Kit includes the following features: a falling object protective structure, or FOPS, meeting ISO 3449 Level 2 requirements. Debris shields for each of the 2 lift arm cylinders. A guard for the hydraulic quick couplers. A debris screen for the radiator. Guards for the front and rear lights. A guard for the muffler. A 1/4-inch polycarbonate top window. A 1/4-inch polycarbonate rear window. A fire extinguisher. A rubber cap seal between the back of the cab and loader frame. And a 3/4-inch thick laminated polycarbonate forestry door that is interlocked with the attachment. The forestry cutter attachment will not operate unless the forestry door is installed on the loader and fully closed before operation. The forestry door also includes an emergency exit feature to allow an operator to exit the machine when the door cannot be opened. To use the emergency exit, just pull up on the red lever to release the door from its hinges and push the door away from the cab to exit the loader. Always perform the recommended maintenance of the loader as found on the service schedule decal or in the Loader Operation and Maintenance Manual. Remember to wear the appropriate personnel protective equipment such as work boots, safety glasses, and gloves. For the loader, some of the inspection areas include: inspect the screens, air conditioning condenser, oil cooler and radiator, clean as necessary. Service the engine air filter if the loader display panel indicates it's required. Inspecting the mounting frame on the attachment and bobcat, linkages and wedges for excessive wear or damage. Replace any parts that are damaged, bent or missing. Keep all fasteners tight. Look for cracked welds. Contact your Bobcat dealer for repair or replacement parts. When the forestry cutter is attached to the loader, the Bobcat levers must be fully down and locked with the Bobcat wedges extended through the attachment mounting frame holes. Remember, it is important to always conduct a daily inspection of the forestry cutter attachment as described in the Attachment Operation and Maintenance Manual and on the Service Schedule decal. For the Forestry Cutter Attachment and Forestry Applications Kit, some of the inspection areas include the lift cylinder debris shields, rear light guards, muffler guard, and the debris screen for the radiator. Inspect the hydraulic quick coupler guard, the forestry door, replace the door if cracked or damaged. Inspect the front light guards, the level 2 FOPS and top window. Also inspect the fire extinguisher and the rear window. Replace any broken or missing components. To clean the forestry door, pre-rinse with water to remove gritty materials. Wash with a mild household detergent and warm water. Use a sponge or soft cloth. Rinse well with water and dry with a clean cloth or rubber squeegee. Do not use abrasive or highly alkaline cleaners. Do not clean with metal blades or scrapers. Inspect the emergency exit lever, linkages and hardware for loose or damaged parts. Repair or replace if necessary. Before checking the forestry door interlock, make sure the drum is clean and the area is clear of bystanders. Parked on flat level ground, raise the lift arms so the forestry cutter is approximately 30 centimeters off the ground. Engage the auxiliary hydraulics. The drum should rotate. Open the forestry door. The drum should stop rotating. Close the forestry door. The drum must remain stopped. Engage the auxiliary hydraulics again with the forestry door closed to start drum rotation. If the forestry door interlock does not operate as described, see your Bobcat dealer for service. Check for damaged safety signs on the forestry cutter and replace any signs that are damaged or missing. The Forestry Cutter Operation and Maintenance Manual can be found under the right top cover. The serial number can be found on the left side of the attachment. Always use the serial number of the forestry cutter when requesting service information or when ordering replacement parts. Inspect the forestry cutter drum for damage or cracks and for material that is lodged or wrapped around the drum. Remove all foreign material from the drum. Inspect the rear and front debris chains. Replace if damaged or missing. Inspect the carbide teeth and their mounting weldments daily. Tighten any loose teeth to the proper torque. Replace any carbide teeth that are cracked or damaged. Remove the 5 bolts on the side cover and inspect the drive belts for proper belt tension. Tighten belt as necessary. Inspect the forestry cutter gate for proper operation. During forestry cutter operation, due to the debris created by the attachment, frequent cleaning of the screens, the air conditioning condenser, oil cooler and radiator is necessary. The operator should monitor the condition of the loader using indicator lights and listening for the audible alarm indicating an overheating of the engine or hydraulic systems. To improve efficiency and assist with system cooling, refer to the Forestry Cutter Operation and Maintenance Manual for operating tips. When toppling trees, cut the tree as high as possible. This leaves the bottom of the tree attached to the ground and makes cutting more efficient. Punch the tree rather than easing into it. This will create less drag on the forestry cutter, which creates less heat and less fine sawdust than applying continuous pressure. Once the tree is cut off, lower the cutter over the remaining tree trunk and cut it in increments so that you do not stall the drum. If you lower the cutter too quickly, you may lug down the engine or stall the cutter. Excess system heat is created if the drum stalls or hydraulic pressure goes too high. Cooling is also compromised if the engine lugs down or is operated at a reduced speed. To properly mulch organic materials on the ground, close the gate and raise the cutter slightly off the ground. This keeps the cutter teeth from digging into the soil, which can lug down the engine, reduce cutter efficiency and cause overheating. Closing the gate will reduce the size of material and reduce thrown debris. Never operate the loader if the hydraulic oil or coolant temperatures are too high. If the loader displays a warning, sounds an alarm, or the engine shuts down, immediately stop forestry cutter operation. Allow the loader to cool and clean the screens, coolers and the radiator. Always maintain proper hydraulic oil and coolant levels. Compressed air can be used with a wand or long nozzle with an angled tip to clean debris from the loader's radiator and cooler area. A leaf blower can also be used to remove debris. Always wear safety glasses and work gloves for your protection when doing this type of maintenance work. To clean the screens and coolers. Remove and clean the loader rear grille with compressed air. Clean the air conditioner condenser if equipped and lift it away from the oil cooler. Clean the oil cooler with compressed air and remove the two fasteners and lift it away from the radiator. Clean the radiator and reassemble all coolers and screens. Open the tailgate and inspect the engine compartment area for accumulated flammable debris. Examples of flammable debris can include pine needles, sawdust, leaves or wood shavings. When using tools near the battery, keep them away from the battery terminals to prevent arcs or sparks, which can cause a battery explosion hazard. Remove all flammable debris from the engine area. Clean hard-to-reach areas with compressed air. Never allow flammable debris to collect around hot engine components or rotating parts. Use compressed air or a leaf blower to remove all debris from the engine compartment and inside the loader uprights and frame areas, especially the area at the bottom of the main frame uprights and around the battery. Remove the rear clip from the engine drive belt shield. Pull open the shield and insert an air nozzle to remove debris from within the belt shield. The engine drive belt shield can also be removed to clean any debris that may collect inside the drive belt area. The removal of the two additional clips is required. Depending on operating conditions, the operator should raise the cab and remove all debris that may collect under the cab around the transmission components and engine. First clean the engine compartment from the tailgate area and then alternate and clean under the cab until all flammable debris is removed. Once all areas are clean and free of wood chips, dust, leaves, sticks and other debris, lower the cab and fasten the cab to the frame and properly tighten the ROPS hold-down fasteners. With proper and regular inspection, maintenance and cleaning of the Bobcat loader and the forestry cutter attachment, this will allow the operator to efficiently clear the land of trees and brushwood and minimize equipment downtime. Remember, when servicing the forestry cutter attachment and loader, use only genuine Bobcat parts.